Hi everyone, welcome to Slow English Studio.
Hi everyone, I'm Lina. Welcome back to our English lesson. And today, I'm here with Alex.
Hey guys, it's great to be back. Today we're talking about some English idioms you hear all the time. But maybe you're not sure what they really mean or when to use them.
Exactly. We'll explain each idiom. Give a few examples. And talk about why we use them in different situations. So you can sound more natural and confident. Let's get started. Break the ice. Break the ice means to start a conversation. In a situation where people feel shy, nervous, or quiet, it helps make everyone feel relaxed.
Right. Imagine silence in a meeting and someone cracks a joke. That's breaking the ice.
Here's another great example. You're starting a new job. Everyone's quiet, so you smile and say, "Hi everyone, I'm Lina, and I brought coffee."
That's a great example because it shows how a small action, like offering coffee or saying hello, can completely change the mood in the room. You broke the ice by being friendly. It helps people open up and start talking. Here's another one. Your teacher says, "Let's play a game to break the ice." It means let's make everyone comfortable before we begin.
Exactly. So, in this case, the teacher isn't just trying to be fun. They're helping students relax, get to know each other, and feel more confident to speak. Hit the books. It doesn't mean literally hitting your books. Hit the books means to start studying seriously.
Your exams are next week. You say, "I can't hang out. I need to hit the books."
You mean it's time to study hard. That's a perfect example because it shows how native speakers use idioms to sound more natural and less formal. Instead of saying, "I have to study," we say, "I need to hit the books." It sounds friendlier and more casual, especially in spoken English. We use it before tests, exams, or big projects, anytime you need focus.
Exactly. So basically, if someone says they're going to hit the books, it doesn't mean they love reading. It means they're getting serious about studying.
It's the kind of phrase you'll hear in everyday conversation. Among students or coworkers preparing for something important.
Piece of cake. If something is a piece of cake, it means it's very easy. Something you can do without much effort.
You finish your English homework fast and say, "That was a piece of cake." That's a nice example because it shows how we use this idiom for everyday tasks that don't feel difficult. If something takes little time or no stress, English speakers love to call it a piece of cake.
We also use it for things we already know how to do. Driving is a piece of cake for me.
Right. So basically, when you've practiced something enough, like speaking English, cooking, or driving, it starts to feel easy, and that's when this idiom fits perfectly. It sounds fun, friendly, and positive. A natural way to say it's easy without sounding boring or robotic. Under the weather. This one doesn't mean standing outside when it's raining. When we say someone is under the weather, it means they're not feeling well. Maybe they're sick, tired, or just a bit off.
It's a soft, polite way to say, "You're sick." People use it when they don't want to sound dramatic or complain too much.
Let's say your coworker doesn't come to work, and someone asks, "Where's Tom?" You can reply, "He's at home today. He's a bit under the weather."
That's a really natural example because we often use this idiom in professional or polite settings, at work, in emails, or when we want to sound kind and gentle. Here's another one. You might say, "I'm feeling under the weather, so I'll stay in tonight." It means I'm a little sick, maybe a cold or a headache.
Right. So basically, it's not for serious illness, like going to the hospital, but for those days when you just don't feel great.
It sounds natural, polite, and very common in everyday English.
Once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon means something that happens very rarely. Not every day, not every month, just sometimes, almost never. It's a poetic way to describe something you don't do often.
Right. It's not about the moon literally turning blue. It's just a fun expression for things that are unusual or not part of your normal routine.
Let's say someone asks, "Do you go to the gym every week?" And you answer, "Oh, I go to the gym once in a blue moon." That means I almost never go.
That's a great example because we often use this idiom when talking about habits, especially things we should do more often but don't. Here's another one. My brother cooks dinner once in a blue moon, meaning he rarely cooks.
Right. And notice how this idiom adds a little personality. It's not just he doesn't cook often. It's a playful way to show that something barely happens. Maybe only on special days or when he feels inspired. Another example. We take a vacation once in a blue moon. Meaning, maybe only once every few years.
Yep. And the reason this works so well is because it helps you talk about things that are rare or unusual in your life.
It's perfect when you want to show that something is not part of your normal lifestyle.
Spill the beans. Spill the beans means to tell a secret, usually by accident. It's a fun way of saying someone shared information they weren't supposed to.
Right. And most of the time, this idiom is used when someone talks too soon or reveals a surprise before the right moment. Imagine you're planning a surprise party for your friend, and someone says, "Who spilled the beans about the surprise?"
That means someone told the secret too early. That's a great example because surprise parties are exactly the kind of situation where this idiom feels perfect. People get excited, they talk too fast, and suddenly the secret is gone. Let's say your sister accidentally tells your mom what her gift is. You might say, well, she spilled the beans again.
Right. And the reason this works is because the idiom usually describes something small or funny, not a big problem. It's often used in a light, playful way. Don't spill the beans about our trip. Meaning, don't tell anyone yet.
Yes, and notice how this idiom is also a friendly warning. It's a soft way of saying keep it a secret without sounding strict or serious.
Hit the sack. Hit the sack doesn't mean actually hitting anything. It means to go to bed, to go to sleep, usually because you're tired.
It's a casual, friendly way to say, I'm going to sleep now. And it's super common in everyday conversation.
Imagine you've had a long day. You might say, "I'm really tired. I'm going to hit the sack early tonight." That simply means I'm going to bed.
That's a perfect example because this idiom is often used at the end of the day when someone is exhausted and ready for sleep.
Let's say you're at a friend's house and it's getting late. You could say, "I should probably hit the sack. I have school tomorrow."
Right. And notice how it feels more friendly and informal than saying, I need to sleep.
One more example. After finishing my homework, I hit the sack right away. It means I went to sleep immediately.
Yep. And that shows this idiom works really well when you're telling a story about your day or explaining your routine.
Let the cat out of the bag. Let the cat out of the bag means to reveal a secret, usually without meaning to. It's another playful idiom about accidentally telling something you weren't supposed to. It's almost like spill the beans, but this one feels a bit bigger, like a big secret gets out. Imagine your family is planning a special vacation, and your little brother tells your grandma before anyone else. You might say, "Well, he let the cat out of the bag." It means he told the secret too early.
That's a good one. Because a family surprise is exactly the kind of thing people try to keep quiet, and kids often reveal without thinking. Let's say your friend tells everyone at school about a surprise test before the teacher announces it. You could say, "She let the cat out of the bag."
Right. And notice how this idiom is often used when the secret changes the situation. People start preparing, talking, or reacting because the secret is out. Another simple example. Don't let the cat out of the bag about my birthday gift. It means keep it quiet. Don't spoil the surprise. And the reason this fits so well is because it's a friendly way to remind people not to say anything. It's gentle, not demanding.
Great. This idiom is super common, especially when talking about surprises.
So, that's the end of our idioms for today. I hope these expressions feel easier for you now. Practice them in your daily life. Thank you so much for learning with me today. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends who are learning English too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.